so many to take on regional Canada or even broadcasting. What a great opportunity.
Don't forget to bring your family to our upcoming pass giveaway. Enjoy an exciting game and receive a free hockey pass.
We still have seats available for upcoming home games. To grab your tickets, head to the ticket booth or visit us online. We want your nominee arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please answer the word call, along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our installation team will respond immediately.
Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for a quick green giveaway. Come to the game and get a quick green of your favorite mascot, Gary the Hawk. Folks, don't forget to come out again for Elder Day. Get ready for a year that will pick those together.
NBA basketball in the spotlight, and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also celebrated in our games today and tonight, Greg.
It's great to honor a man who spoke for equality and justice, and in a league that's given voice to many communities working towards that equality.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Jake LaRavia. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Doncic, and it's Connect in at the 2 spot. Here's Big Cat, and it's Connect in the corner. No good on the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Pass to Young. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, man. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Johnson outside. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, a successful drive is about timing and control. Johnson had both going for him there.
Pass to Big Cat. It's Connect on the wing. Here's Big Cat, the 19-foot shot, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's guarded by Connect. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Big Cat. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 3 for Doncic. Good on the triple.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Young finds Alexander Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
This is his first free throw of the game.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And the second free throw, good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic passes to Big Cat. Pass to Connect. 3-pointer. They get the rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Alexander Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. That gives them the lead.
Number 20.
And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 2. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Big Cat gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Atlanta again missing. Lakers leading by 4. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
The Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. No good on that one.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And he sinks the second. Atlanta's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Alexander Walker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami. On its way from Young for 2. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, we want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there. Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And so here's Atlanta after the basket by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's good from long range. And that's now 7 points for Johnson.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to connect. Now Doncic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Moravia passes to Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Pass to man. Young for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. Floats one up. Count the basket.
Look at that touch. Not many do it better than Young.
Lakers leading by 9. Doncic outside. Here's Connect, defended by Alexander Walker. Fade away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Young, no good.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's already his 2nd foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Young. There's the triple. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Doncic dishes to Nurkic. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Connect. And he's good on the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And that's Connect's biggest weapon offensively. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, man, he picked up 12 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami. Shot clock at 6. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Pass to Connect. Okongwu grabs the board.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks. Los Angeles leading by 11. Doncic outside. Here's Big Cat. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Toronto.
Also, he had more blocks than New York City, offering up some incredible rim protection.
Atlanta with the ball, following the three by the Lakers. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Here's Man. He's guarded by Connect. Shot clock at 3. Young for 3. No good there. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Big Cat played in with a nice touch off the glass. Big Cat's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Big Cat.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And Scottie Pippen is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Smith with it. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Newell. Launches it.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Great D that time from Nurkic.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Big Cat from downtown. Powell pulls it in. Here's Krejci. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. Pass to McCaw. They need this. Rebound by Nurkic.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Lakers. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Launches a 3. Newell can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 20. To the inside. Here's Smart. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to McCaw. Here's Newell with the drive. Second shot opportunity. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Hawks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. And so he's able to get one of two. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Young for three. That shot misses. And so it's Los Angeles in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Big Cat, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Pippen. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 5 down low. Here's Big Cat, pass to Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Young with the steal. Down low.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
And here's Pippen, still without a basket. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, Big Cat in their last game against Toronto got the job done. He finished with 30 points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to McCaw. Here's Krejci. The Hawks working the ball around. Young, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Big Cat, defended by Young. And it's good, 2 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Left side, Smart. Three-pointer on the way. Here's Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
On a shooter like Dinwiddie, you have to guard close, but Dinwiddie challenges that defense and draws the foul.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Jake LaRavia comes in for Smart. And Doncic is subbed in for Pippen. Now, here is Young. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Big Cat. And the layup's good off the glass. Big Cat's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Atlanta calls timeout. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Connects checked in. And so here's Atlanta. Johnson outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Connect. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Connects, got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Trying to get something going. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
To the left side wing. Back to Doncic. Pass to Laravia. And here is Doncic. No good on the three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Krejci. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Krejci's got his first basket of the night.
Well, you know, for a 6'9" wing, Johnson puts up really good assist numbers.
Pass to Big Cat. Goes up with the stripe, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, a big part of This run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Powell, the pass to Krejci. Johnson surveying the floor. Young for three. Big Cat with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Doncic's shot is good.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Young outside. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Young's got his second bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So it's the Lakers now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
And Connect gets it to go.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting two from long range in that first.
Young pass to Johnson. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Big Cat. He's guarded by Johnson. Young against Doncic. Pass to Connect. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You have to stay attached to Connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now, here is Young. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Connect. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 16 points for Dalton Connect.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Pass to Powell. The three. Big Cat with the rebound. Big Cat's got 8 rebounds in this game. Power down with both hands.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Johnson. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
Doncic finds LaRavia. Now, here's Doncic. With a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. There's some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. And you look at Big Cat, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
Pass to Newell. Now, Alexander Walker. For the three. Rebound the Lakers. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Connect. Back to Doncic. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Hawks shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. 3-pointer. Big Cat with the rebound. Big Cat's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to LaRavia. To the inside. Big Cat in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Johnson. He had 22 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
And here is Doncic after Jalen Johnson getting his shot to go from deep. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. And Gannett gets it to go.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Alexander Walker. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got his first points of the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Doncic outside. LaRavia with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Okongwu a screen. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Doncic. Now, Mann. He averages about 5 points a game. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Big Cat. Doncic outside. Lets it go with a three. He scores his fifth field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Alexander Walker with the ball. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I think we have a good idea of who's going to make it, but a couple of bubble dudes who have said they really want this either need to step up or they're getting left out.
FOMO is powerful motivation.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Hawks.
Their defense has been SOF capital T. Like, what's softer than toilet paper, Kenny?
Wet toilet paper.
Yeah.
Feathery soft.
Yeah.
Cloud soft.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to call it, Shaq, it ain't working.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Big Cat.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Here's Young. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Trae Young is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And now, Allie LaForce says something for... from the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now, here's Doncic. Inside, deflects the pass. And here's Young from the arc. Carries it from three-point range. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Young. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, Alexander Walker. To the inside. And it's blocked. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Now, here's Doncic. 16 points for him. Takes the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Steps back. Here's Doncic. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, Johnson is such a strong guy. He has no problem finishing against physical D.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Big Cat. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 4. Doncic's shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most gifted playmakers we have in the game.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Connect, defended by Alexander Walker. Back to Doncic, and he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 22 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Man in the corner. Traps in the tray.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Big Cat can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Johnson kicks to Young. This one for 3. Big Cat with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Young, no good. The Lakers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here's Big Cat. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Big Cat's got 4 points this quarter.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Doncic against Young. Shoots from the baseline. Good on the shot. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, Johnson has worked on his ability to draw fouls, and there's no question it's made him a better scorer.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Well, over just a few years.
Seven seconds left here in the third quarter. Down low, here's Newell, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute...
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the tables,